ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون.
The fear of death. There is an apparent fear for death. Why must we fear death? Why must we be conditioned to fear death? Death is a part of life. Death is perhaps the biggest part of life. So why must we be conditioned to fear it? Everywhere you look, the corporate media, the medical industries, everywhere, you find a general ignorance of death. You find a general negligence of death. And you find a general mockery of death. Everywhere you look, you see people glorifying the life of this world and rejecting the death. With science on the brink of playing God, astaghfirullah, la ilaha illallah, you see a complete shut away of death, with only the exception of the latest scientific works, you are able to see their interpretation of life after death. So we're going to be taking a look, inshallah, at different philosophies of the afterlife. Not necessarily death as a single aspect, but moreover death and then the afterlife. And then we'll see with these studies, inshallah, how each and every philosophy, each and every idea ends up in the same basket of turmoil.
And that's why we find at the beginning of al-insan, some ulama said there are 5 stages, and some write there are 4. The one that they debate about is in the beginning whether insan, the soul, was with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we'll mention the other 4. That the beginning is in the womb of the mother. Then he comes out into the dunya. Then he enters into the barzakh, and then he goes back into the akhirah. Amma shaqiyun aw sa'id. Either in a state of happiness in bliss, or either in a state of sadness. He comes in dhulumat, in a state of darkness. Comes out to the nur. Once again returns back to the dhulumat, to the darkness. Then again he will come out to the light. By 2 forms of light. Either the light of the hellfire, or the light of firdaus. And that's why we find, unfortunately, everybody will discuss every single aspect of their life. But when it comes to the topic, you say to them, do you know we're going to die one day? That person will say, stop there. Don't carry on this discussion anymore. That is enough. Even though this is the greatest reality that will hit insan. But he refuses to discuss this topic. Feeling shy about this topic. Or not recognizing the truth about this topic, that he has to return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And all of this is known as umur al-ghaybiyat, the unseen affairs.